Hello everybody and welcome back to Crafting Made Easy. If you're interested to see how I made this acrylic board, stand by. So the items you'll need is acrylic. So you'll need an acrylic sheet. I purchased this from Walmart in a frame. I think it was only like $6 something. And it came with it's like a thin frame, but it came with a frame. They do have other frames such as this, like I showed you in the calendar video. So if you want to invest in a different type of frame or you want a frame, you can purchase that. If you don't want a frame and you just want the acrylic sheet, you can purchase them from eBay, Amazon, or Home Depot and Lowe's. The acrylic sheets can be quite expensive, so just remember that. You'll also need some cotton balls, paint colors of your choice. If you want to, alcohol inks, I'll be using the alcohol inks and I'll show you why. Some popsicle sticks, some vinyl, and of course transfer paper. Now you'll also need a cutting machine to cut out your letters. If you don't have a cutting machine, you can always purchase letters that are already cut out. You know, the sheets that they sell like in Walmart or craft stores with like A, B, and all the alphabets and the numbers on there. You can purchase that and then you can decorate it that way as well. I will be using my Cricut Maker for this particular project. I think that is all that you'll need. If I miss anything, I will definitely put it down in the description box below. All right, with that stated, let's get started. All right, so the first thing you'll want to do is remove your acrylic sheet. So if you purchase the frame, such as this from Walmart, all you do is just pull off the black pieces, which makes the frame. And you just put them to the side. You can remove the plastic sheet from the frame. And then you'll just flip it on the back side because you want to put your vinyl on the front. So we'll just remove this sheet of paper. You can save this sheet, you can throw it in the trash. I think I'll save it for if I do a different craft project, I can put it on top of it and have it on the bottom so I don't mess up my surface. All right, just sit that over there. And then what you'll do is you'll take your paint. Oh, you'll also need some water. So you'll take your paint and you'll put it in medicine cups, okay? Now this is a big frame right here. This is an 18 by 24. So what I will be doing is painting it gray with little splotches of blue. So the splotches of blue will be my alcohol ink. So the alcohol ink will be very transparent, but it'll still give it like a pop. And then the paint will make up and make it thicker on the back. So I will go ahead and put a little bit of this gray because that will be my main color. And you don't have to put a lot in there. And I actually have two different grays. Right. And then you'll just put some water in there. And of course, I don't have my water near me. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my water and I'll be right back. All right, so you want it to be thin. So you see how that is? And it still has some thick chunks in there, and that's fine. You won't get it all the way mixed up, but you just want to make sure it's not still thick. If your paint is thick, you just want it to be really loose. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this away so I don't splash any on the surface. Okay. All right. And wear some gloves because this can get really messy. And then I will just go ahead and mix up my alcohol inks. And again, you don't have to use alcohol ink if you don't want to use alcohol ink, but this is how I'm doing it. See, look, I got some paint on here already. All right. all I'm going to do is just stir that up. And it's really simple. All you're going to do is take your cotton ball, dip it into your paint. Dip it into your alcohol ink. Now your alcohol ink will soak up, the cotton ball will soak up pretty much all of your alcohol ink. And then all you're doing is blotching it. So you're just blot. And I'll probably have to put some more alcohol ink in there. But you're just blotting it. That's all you do. And I want little specks of blue. So actually I'm gonna put this to the side because I'm not ready to use that. I'm gonna mix up some more of my alcohol inks and I'm just gonna blot it until I'm satisfied with it, and then I'll be back. All right, so now that I have the blue where I believe I want it at, I'm just gonna paint the background with the gray, and then I'll be back. And if you wanna see how it looks from the front, all you do is just flip it up and look at it. And like I said, the alcohol ink will be really transparent, so it won't give like a big pop, but once you put the paint on top of it, you'll really see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blot the paint on the same way you would blot the alcohol ink, but you want to fill it in because this will be your main background. And just take your time, don't rush it. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish doing this, and then okay, so once you have it the way you want it on the back, you'll just let this dry. So I would just let this dry. If you use alcohol inks, the alcohol inks will dry pretty quickly. If you're using paint, I would just give it however many minutes the paint dries, or you can just let it dry overnight, and then you can come back and apply your acrylic. So this is what it looks like from the back, pretty messy. But when you flip it over, this is what it looks like. So it looks like a marble type of effect with the gray and with the blue. And also, if you put too much blue, because I put too much blue alcohol ink, so all I did was just spray some alcohol onto it and then dabbed it with the cotton ball. It loosened it up. If you make a mistake like that, you can always clear it up with alcohol or water. So that is the best part of this acrylic. You can always wipe it away before you apply any type of vinyl on it, and make it, you know, fix your mistake or whatever like that, or your mistake. So I just sprayed some alcohol on there, dabbed it with the cotton ball, and cleaned up the areas that I wanted to, and then dabbed in some more gray. I might put another coat of gray on top of this, like paint it in gray versus dabbing it in gray, but I haven't decided yet. But I'll let this go ahead and dry and see what it looks like once it's dry, and then I'll make that final decision. Once it's dry and everything, I will be back to show you how to apply the vinyl. Okay, so everything has dried. So this is what the back looks like. And then this is what the front looks like. So again, you can use whatever colors and any method that you want to put your colors on the back. For the front, I'll put the decal on there, and since it's a big decal, I'm going to use the wet method to apply it because I want to make sure it's centered correctly. So basically, I have my decal all cut out, and I'm going to peel the backing off. And to use the wet method, you'll need some soapy water. So I put some water in here, and I just used a little bit of the off-brand Dawn from Great Value or Walmart. You'll need a squeegee, and then you'll need something to kind of get up the excess water. And then you'll also, if you're not doing this outside on a car or anything like that, if you're doing it on your workspace, get like a towel or something, because you don't want to, you know, get your desk all wet. So what you do is just kind of spray the back of the decal with the soapy water. Because what this does is make your decal floaty so it doesn't stick. Because if you want to, especially if you have a big decals like this and you're not really good with centering your decals, this is good because it won't stick to your surface. The bad thing is it'll leave your surface kind of wet, but the good thing is it will allow you to move your decal around. I'm gonna put this brown paper behind it because I can't really see where it's sitting at. And you see how I'm just able to move it. All right. Okay, I like that right there. And then I'm just going to lay that like that. And I'm not going to squeegee it out just yet because I want to apply the other decals just to make sure it fits the way I want it exactly. So I'm going to just go ahead and spray the back of the rest of my decals, apply them to my acrylic, and then I'll be back. So a little bit of it is trying to lay down. It still has some water underneath of the vinyl. So I'm just going to be really careful in peeling it away. Excuse the background noise. Someone is cutting their grass and I have the windows open. Alright, so you just want to kind of squeegee and pull your vinyl back. I mean, not your vinyl back, your transfer tape back. Because you definitely don't want to mess up your decal. And the water will eventually dry, so if it's still some water underneath of the letters, that's why you're taking your squeegee and you're just kind of pulling the water out of it. But it'll eventually dry and then your decal won't move. You see how that S keeps popping up, but the other letters are pretty much down. So just kind of be careful when you're pulling back your transfer tape, especially if the letters are wet, because if you pull your transfer tape and you accidentally move your letter, you'll have to try to get it back in placement and stuff. So just be careful when you're, basically just take your time. get up any water that's still there. And then I'll just leave it out on the side to dry some more. So that is pretty much our board. Now, like I said, you can spray paint the back to seal in the paint. So just spray painting with a clear coat and it should seal your paint in very well. And then this is the front sign, and you can put this anywhere. So you can put some command strips on the back, stick it to a wall. You can put 2 holes in there at the top right here, put some fishing line and hang it like that in the doorway or wherever your party may be at in the door so everybody can see it. You can also get those metal stakes and put it into, seal it on the back with like some E6000 or hot glue, seal it on the back and then put it into your front yard. You can also use it as a like a guest book, but as an acrylic frame sign-in thing, so people can write on here like congratulations or anything like that with a permanent marker, and then your graduate can have something to remember their big special year and their big special day. So you can do pretty much anything with this sign. I hope I gave you a couple of good ideas to go from by making this, and that's pretty much it, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and the share button. And if you're watching this video but you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all, until next time, peace.